Hello and a huge welcome. In this session, I want to really help you tap into the highest awareness. And this is the place where you close all the gap, all the separation between where you are and where you want to go. Because what you realize is that where you really desire to be, you are already there. Where what you really want to be, you are already that person. Otherwise, you wouldn't have had that desire in the first place. Now, the key to understand here is we cause separation between what we want and where we are by looking at our physical reality and saying, I haven't got this yet. But what we don't realize is that it's the other way around. Our physical reality is the projection of what is in our mind. It's what we are projecting. If we are looking at the projection or a reflection and then looking at that and creating that, we are actually creating more of the same. The key here is realizing that what you want and what you are already that person. The only difference is you haven't acknowledged that. If I say to you, find red color, okay, find red color around you, and you look at your surroundings and say, oh, I've just found red color. So I'm just looking at my son's toy, his red toy car, right? Just sitting there. And that red car was always there. What was the difference? I just acknowledged it now. The difference between very wealthy people is that they acknowledge what is already there. And when you acknowledge what is already there, you become a match for that. Now, the problem is that when we went to school and we saw some children doing really, really well, having great grades, while other children really struggled, and we were shown and we were told that, look, these kids are so smart, right? And they are doing really well. But what we start to do is we start to associate money with grades, and we think because smart people get good grades, smart people have more money. But after meeting, after working with, after collaborating across my businesses with billionaires, with multimillionaires, with very, very successful, wealthy people, what I realize is that there is nothing different. We think they are incredible, out of the world in the way they speak. No. They speak, they just be themselves, they're just who they are. We think, oh, they have some crazy skills and they can make crazy things happen, and they have so much money, and we start to put money on pedestal. And the biggest breakthrough after meeting so many of those people, coming across those people, having conversations, having meetings is that it? Is that really it? Are they just like us? Right? And I started looking at billionaires, and they are literally like me. There is no difference. They're the way they talk, the way they walk, everything, they believe in themselves. It is so like me. Then why am I creating separation? And the moment I start to close the gap, and the moment I start to see that, look, there is no gap. I have created the gap. I have created that illusion, and that is creating and that is projecting in the outside. And when I realized that, my income exploded. When I realized that, everything outside of me changes, because we are putting ourselves off from that frequency. We are creating unnecessary hoops. There are two kinds of frequencies in manifestation, and I see most of the people operating from this frequency. One frequency is you're finding. One frequency is you're looking, you're watching different videos, you're finding the answers, you're putting so much pressure on yourself, you're looking for the strategy, you're trying this strategy, you're going for next one. It's like you're in the finding frequency. Imagine if you're leaving your house and you need your car, and you need your car keys because you need to drive, and you can't find your car keys, right? In that moment, how panicky and stressful it is, especially if you're running out of time and you want to get somewhere fast. You're looking for your keys everywhere. You're in this chaotic finding energy. And that's what most of the people operate with when it comes to manifestation. They are in the finding energy. They're constantly looking. But the key is you are already here. The keys have been found. They were always in your hands, and you were not looking. You didn't acknowledge that. There was an incident in my life when I wanted to go out and pick my kids up, and I couldn't find my handbag. And I knew that with the kids, you have to pick them up on time. You cannot be late, right, for school. I couldn't find my bag. And I kept saying, my bag is lost, my bag is lost, my bag is lost. And then I had this huge breakthrough. I said, my bag is there. It has been there. It's somewhere right now, even probably somewhere in the house, right? It is here. It has been here. It has been sitting somewhere. For me, it is lost. But that doesn't mean that it's lost. What it means is that it's there, but I have now created a perception where I think that it's lost, and then that's projected in my reality. And I'm looking at my reality and I'm saying it's lost, and I'm creating more meaning and I'm giving more meaning. What the key is to use your higher faculty called perception and change the perception of your current situation, change the perception of yourself, and ask yourself, why am I putting those people and why I'm putting money on pedestal? Why I'm creating separation, why I'm saying I haven't got it. Just by looking at my physical reality and checking my bank account, is that why I'm declaring that I haven't got it? What is my truth? Often my clients ask me this question and they say to me that, are we supposed to put reminders on our phone? Are we supposed to remind ourselves 20 times, or are we supposed to affirm? And I say to them, do you affirm, especially for those who are parents, or you can take on any identity, but I say to them, do you affirm 20 times a day that you're a parent? And they're like, no, I don't. Of course I don't. And I say, why you don't do that? They said, because I don't need to affirm 20 times a day. I know I'm a parent. There is no need. So when you're affirming from that place that I need to affirm that because I'm not, you're reinforcing the no, that I'm not, right? So the key is you realize that you already are that. You don't need to affirm it 100 times a day. When we really step into our truth, what is my truth, who I am, you realize that you are already that person. You don't need to climb the hills. You don't need to say, if I do that, when I do that. A lot of times I see, when I'm in perfect flow and when I'm happy, I'll be rich. You don't need to be happy to be rich. How many people who are so wealthy wanted to commit suicide? They were miserable. Money has nothing to do with how happy you feel. I will be rich when I have all my relationships and everything figured out. Really? That is a very big hoop that you're putting for yourself. I will be rich when I consider myself really smart, but I won't consider myself smart until I have the money. It's like it's chicken or the egg, but who comes first? And we have to decide. We realize that we already are that person. And the biggest breakthrough after smashing my income goals and turning my income ceiling into floors so many times, what I realized was that I have always been that person. In fact, in this journey, what I'm doing is I'm becoming more of myself. So the more I uncover my truth, the more I see who I really am, the more I become me, the more authentic and real it feels, the more I feel me, the more I feel like, how did I forget? It's not about affirming, it's about remembering. It's about, what is my truth? There is a way that we do visualizations, and I really want to touch on that. When we do visualizations, if we are visualizing from the place of, I want that, I'm trying to get there, I really want that, I'm trying to be that, you are in the trying energy. You are trying so hard. Even when you'll visualize, you'll feel like, I'm here and I'm trying to get there. There is so much separation. But the separation finishes when you realize, I am that. There is nothing in the way except me thinking that there is something in the way. The greatest limiting belief is thinking that there is a limitation. What I would really recommend is take a piece of pen and paper and make a list where I'm creating separation. If I'm saying I'm not good at marketing, what does it mean? Get behind it logically. So you're saying I'm not good at marketing, I can help you with that. I can help you with that belief, and you can use the same framework for other ways. But what is marketing? Marketing is communicating your message, your movement, the way you are meant to help the world to the world. So really positioning and communicating, right? And when you realize that what the problem you're solving is so huge, like work I do is so important. Imagine if you have the cure for cancer and people are really struggling. Would you care about marketing, or would you care about I need to go and say it to the world? So when your passion, your energy, and your truth, who am I, overtakes everything, your marketing becomes world class. What I've seen, the difference between greatest marketers and the ones who are not, is the fact that their desire, their desire to help, their desire to get their message to reach the corners of the earth. When I was reading Think and Grow Rich, and Napoleon Hill was talking about Gandhi, and Gandhi has 200 million people who were following him, who were listening to his teachings and stuff. And at that time, he didn't have a strategy. He didn't have social media. He didn't have any of that. But what he had was faith and passion and knowing his truth. So the power that magnetizes people is not the strategy, is not being really good at the skill, is getting to the point in your conscious awareness where the logic is exceeded by love and power and passion and relentless pursuit and just intense burning desire, to the point where your human is taken over by spirit, when God is putting itself out there to help you, like God is in your team, and it's all working recklessly, crazily, endlessly, insanely. That's when everything becomes your superpower. So the real question, the real thing is knowing your truth. What is your truth? The answer is in your truth. When you go with unwavering love for yourself, because you love yourself, and for the sake of your love, you want to uncover your truth. And you want to say, you know what? Who the hell am I? What was I born as? Because all the things after that you have been told about yourself, it's the environment. So I was having this conversation in the morning with my clients. I said to him, what is your name? And he said, oh, Anam, you know my name. And he told me his name again. He thought that's a part of some tools we are doing. And I said to him, who told you what your name is? And he was like, yeah, I was told that's my name. And I told him it's not about like your name is not nice or nice. That's not the point. The point is you were told your name. You were told everything. You were told that, and you operated with that. But what is your truth? The truth is you don't need to affirm any of that. The truth is you don't need to visualize from the place that, okay, I'm going to fake it until I believe that, until I become that. You don't need to fake it. You're faking it now because you have been told so many lies. So when you uncover your truth and you start to close the gap, you realize you can operate on that frequency all day long, because this is who you are. You don't need to be reminded. You don't need to affirm. You don't need to, force yourself to believe it. This is the place you come from. And this is the power of realizing that there is no separation. There is no separation. When you have the desire, you have already been that person. You have just managed to tap into a timeline where you have figured out that, okay, this is who I really am. And when you start to logically first get behind all the things that are right now getting in the way, and then emotionally embody them. So once you know that, okay, you know what? I am this person. Then when you're visualizing, then when you're using these mind tools, they're coming with a solid identity. And all they're doing is they're reinforcing. You're not getting there. You're coming from that place. You're just embodying that love, that passion, that power more and more and more and more. So there is a big difference in frequency when it comes to visualization. One is you're trying to get there, but you can never try to get there because you already are there. How can you get somewhere when you're already there? And this is why you're not able to get there. Because when you're already there, there is no other way. There is no way to get there. So your truth is you are already that person. And anything that is telling you a lie, anything that is in your physical reality which is showing you otherwise, is an illusion which was created as a result of illusion. So illusion creates illusion, and more illusion creates more illusion. And when we let go of the illusions, we step into the truth. So your greatest tool, your greatest manifestation tool, your greatest manifestation hack, your greatest manifestation power is your truth. And when you tap into that with unwavering love, with overflowing passion, with saying that I'm not accepting anything else other than my truth, separation ends. And then you don't try. You realize I'm already there. And I want to really end this session with this example. So imagine this is my ring, right? If I'm looking at this ring in the mirror, because right now I'm seeing it in the screen as I'm recording this session, I'm seeing this, okay? And imagine now I try to reach it. I try to reach it on the screen. So I'm right now trying to reach this ring on the screen. I'm reaching it. but I can't reach it. I can hit the glass. I can hit the glass of my screen, but I can't reach it. And then I'm saying, oh my God, I'm hitting a glass ceiling. I can't get there. The reason I can't get there is because it's already on me. The reason I can't get to this ring is because I'm already wearing it. That's the only reason you can't get to your desires. Because you're already wearing them. They're already wrapping you around. So the key is, instead of looking outside, look within. I can see it now. I can hold it. Look within. You will see it. You will hold it. You will tune into it. And that is your highest level of awareness.